Welcome to qnawire.
In this question, we have a daredevil that wants to jump from a height of 65 meters until he reaches only 10 meters above the ground. Right? And he wants to determine what length of the cord he should use. Right? Length L of a bungee cord. So assuming that the length that is used is L, then the extension that the cord will experience is actually 55 minus L, right? 55 is the entire distance that he would fall. Now to solve for this L, we will need to use energy conservation, right? So when it falls all the way to this position and we want it to stop, it means that all the gravitational potential energy has been converted into elastic potential energy. Gravitational potential energy that has been lost is mg times 55. Elastic potential energy that has been stored is half k times 55 minus L squared. Now the problem here is, what is k? So we are given that a 5 meter length of the cord, right, when pulled by the body weight of the daredevil, which is mg, it actually extends by 1.5 meter. Right, so it extends by 1.5 meter with a force of mg. So for this 5 meter cord, right, let me just call this the k prime, right, the spring constant for this 5 meter rod, right, 5 meter cord, this is equals to mg over the extension, which is 1.5 meters. Now when we're looking at a full length of L, right, a full length cord of L, the spring constant is slightly different, right? The k over here would be kind of like adding multiple 5 meter cords together, right, in series. So 5 meter plus 5 meter plus 5 meter, so on and so forth. So we are adding in series, and as we know, when we add in series, the spring constant adds in reciprocals, right? So k1 over k1 plus 1 over k2 square root, sorry, not square root, inverse, right? So this implies that our k can be written as taking a total of n numbers of 5 meter divided by the spring constant k1 and inverse, right? So if we have a lot of n times of 5 meters, we just 1 over k prime plus 1 over k prime n times, right, to get the spring constant, and this is basically k prime over n. So what is n? How many 5 meters are there? Well, we just have to take L divided by 5, and this will tell us the number of 5 meters there are, right, in the total length L that we want to use. So putting that into this expression, this would be k prime times 5 over L. Right? Alright, so the spring constant K can be written as 5 times mg over 1.5 divided by L. And we're going to put that into the expression. So we have 55 mg is equals to half times 5 mg over 1.5 divided by L. Then we multiply that further by 55 minus L squared. Get rid of the common factor mg. So this 55 goes to 5 over 3L times 55 minus L squared. Now we're going to bring the 3L over to the left hand side. And we're going to open up the square brackets. Right, so we divide 5 as well. Open up the brackets. Rearrange a bit. I'm gonna bring this term, which is basically 33L, to our right hand side. So this is a quadratic equation which we want to solve. So we have negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a So we have two answers over here. We have 117 meters, or you have 25.8 meters. Now of course this doesn't make any sense since we are only jumping a distance of 65 meters. So the length that we need to use is actually 25.8 meters. Now we want to find what is the maximum acceleration he will experience. So the maximum acceleration would be at a point when he is at the lowest point, right? So basically, when he is at the lowest point over here, this is when he will experience, right, the maximum force from the cord, right, bungee cord, pulling him upwards. So the net force that he will experience is actually, we have k times 55 minus L. This is the upward force from the cord, minus away the force due to gravity, which is just mg. And this we equate to ma, right? The net acceleration, which we want to find. This will be the highest acceleration. So remember that our k is 5 over 1.5 times mg over L. Alright, multiply by 55 minus L. And then we equate this to, sorry, we still have to minus mg, equate this to the net acceleration. So we divide everything by m, and get rid of the mass that we don't know. And we substitute in L as the previous L that we have mentioned. Right, this L is 25.8 meters. Alright, so we should get an acceleration of about 27.1 meters per second squared.